Real quick, talking about the Washington Huskies tomorrow evening, taking on the Montana Grizzlies. It's the home opener, so that's exciting. First game for the Huskies this year in Washington State. Playing a bottom feeder type team. The Montana Grizzlies get slightly better than a 1% chance of winning this game on ESPN's matchup predictor. That is significantly less than what even Rutgers was getting. And it's also significantly less than our next couple games where we play other pretty lackluster teams. So this is the biggest cupcake on a schedule that has a few cupcakes. There's not a lot to say about this one, but I felt the need to go ahead and come out and make a video because, like I said in my last video about the Huskies, I was not impressed last week at all. And I need to see something better this week. And if I do not see something much better this week, I'm going to know that these guys are not ready to defend their title. Pac-12 title, by the way. I'm not delusional. I'm not going to be delusional. I know we're just Pac-12 champions, but to defend that title means coming out at home and putting a smackdown on the Montana Grizzlies. Three things that I need to see. Number one, offensive line. Number two, defensive line. Number three, Jake Browning improving dramatically. All three of those things, I need to see something much better. Offensive line, last week, we didn't clearly win our matchup against the Scarlet Knights. We got pushed around a little bit. We struggled to run the ball. We struggled in pass protection on occasion. And Rutgers is one thing. Montana is another level down from even that. You should be winning every battle on the offensive line. Agitating me a little bit just thinking about it. So I need to see much better things this week. Defensive line, same thing. Win your battles. Montana should not be able to productively run the ball against us the way the Scarlet Knights did. Scarlet Knights shouldn't have been able to do that, but they did it. We have to deal with that. We have to accept that they did run the ball on us in that first half. This should be a different story. We should be holding Montana to 3-and-outs all game long. Every first down is going to be a point of contention for me. Every scoring drive is going to get on my nerves like nothing else. And finally, Jake Browning. I need to see a little more accuracy. I need to see a more productive deep ball. I need to see the Jake Browning that was there for most of the season last year. Last year, he got hurt, and his deep ball abandoned him. His accuracy abandoned him. He continued to play despite not really playing effectively because he had to. I understand. Last week, we saw some good stuff, but we also saw some stuff that, it gave me pause. I want the Jake Browning who was competing for the Heisman Trophy last year. So those are the three things that I'm looking for. Everything else on this team is going to fall into place if those things fall into place. If the defensive line and offensive line start playing better, everything else, it's going to be okay. But, we need to put on a show so that people like me and other Washington Husky fans can feel better about the team going into the rest of the season, because the schedule doesn't really get tough until a few games in. I mean, we still have a couple more easy games, and then eventually we start playing UCLA. I don't know if Utah's going to be that good this year, but we do play Utah. We're going to play Stanford. We don't get USC this year, which maybe we meet them in the Pac-12 title game. We'll see, but it's another cupcake, another opportunity for you to hang up 60 points and just run away with it. All right, see you guys after the game.